Okay, let's review your food diary. So first things first, I love the organization, but ideally we are tracking in MyFitnessPal or in my app because this does not have all micronutrients, and micronutrients really matter when we're thinking about how good you're going to feel. Now, to be clear, there's a lot of really great data here, and I love how you're totaling out each meal. But as I said, we don't have everything up top. There's no potassium, there's no iron, no zinc, vitamins, etc. Right? And so essentially, we are seeing the macros, which are really important, but we need all micros to really help make sure that you're feeling your best. So essentially what I see here is that most days are quite random and that sodium is really high. So this is really high for sodium. If you are a petite person and you don't sweat a lot, your sodium should really be more in like the 2200 range. This day was even 2800. That is a lot of sodium. And so if you're not feeling your best, if you're feeling a little off, then it makes sense if sodium is really high. But we also don't have potassium. So I'm not sure where your sodium to potassium ratio is. And because of that, I can't be sure if your intra and extracellular water will be where we want it to be. Once again, so you're not excessively bloated, etc. So that's the first thing that I see here. And I'm going to get into the rest in a minute. Okay, so there are a fair amount of processed foods on here, and there's a fair amount of wine. Anyone in my program, it's not that you can't drink alcohol, but you are paying essentially a lot of money to have me and my team of experts tell you how to feel your best, and alcohol is never going to be on that list. So if you want to drink, ideally it's only once a week, and it's hopefully definitely not 2 days in a row, because that's going to really impact your sleep. And if you're a human, which I think you are, it's also probably going to make a difference in the foods that you choose, right? Because alcohol lowers our inhibitions. Okay, another thing I'm seeing is that there's a fair amount of dairy, so I'm not sure how well you tolerate dairy, but that could also be something that's potentially contributing us to not feeling our absolute best. And there seems to be a few days where there's only a pre-workout. It's a banana and an egg on one day. So I'm not sure if on the other days you're working out later in the day, or if you're not eating before your workout, or what that means, but I would definitely like some clarity there. Ideally, you are having, even if it's just a banana and an egg, 1 to 2 Brazil nuts, a few dates, a few prunes, that kind of thing. It looks like some of the snacks could be pre-workout, so I think we're okay. Like I said, a few of the ultra-processed items, like the protein powders, I do know have ingredients in them that I probably wouldn't recommend. In small doses, etc., that's all fine. But ideally, if we are truly looking to optimize how we're feeling, then we do want to focus on as many whole foods as possible that are reasonable for us in our lives, and making sure that we do have a little more compliance to more consistent macros, but also micros. Because if you go from 400 calorie swings, you'll really feel it.